I had a little fun yesterday with a retail customer on the lot here, and so frankly, it's always asked of me which I prefer, retail or wholesale license, and I love the wholesale license. I made no bones about it because a word that I actually have grown to dislike is the word interested. I think it's so people use that word as if it is supposed to be a command word that lets them know that that they're serious about purchasing a car. But the word interested to me, my God, who in the hell is not interested? When you got a car lot, or you've got a car for sale, or you've got a wholesale program, or you've got this, and you hear the word interested. And I don't want you to be offended by this, because obviously I hear that word a lot from a lot of you that's on the channel. I'm interested in your program. Now, anyway, back to the retail customer yesterday. I had a Mercedes on the lot, 2008, 2009 Mercedes, which is a car that's really way out of our normal budget. I'm just not really interested in selling that price range of cars. I like to sell cheaper first-time buyer cars, or cars people are wanting to get them to fulfill a need rather than the glamour of driving a Mercedes. But at any rate, the gentleman walked up and he looked at the car, and the car was priced at $99.50 on the lot. And the first thing he did was motion for me to come over there and show him the car. And so that's where my fun began. No, I motioned for him to come back and talk to me. And when he walked over there, he says, "What will you take for that car?" And the price was plainly put on the car, $99.50. And I asked him, I said, "Is the price not on the car?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, that is definitely what I will take." And here comes the word, "Well, I'm really interested in it." Okay, well, that's obvious. You wanted me to come over there and show you the car. You raised your hand up there. You walked over here to me. So it's pretty obvious to me you're interested in the car. We get by that. And I'm doing this with a smile now. I do want you to understand I am doing this with a smile. And then he says, "Well, what's the lowest you would take for the car?" And my comment was, "Okay, did you bring your partner with you?" "No, I'm interested myself. I don't have a partner." "Oh, yes, you have a partner. And you're asking me to negotiate the price of my car there, but I need your partner to be here to approve any sale." "I'm telling you, I don't have a partner." "Yeah, you got a partner, and his name is Ben Franklin. You being interested, and I'm not interested in what people are interested in. I'm interested in the Ben Franklins, and not necessarily the money, but the close of the deal. That's the big thing for me." And another video, as a matter of fact, this morning I'll be putting out separately. That's all that really matters to me. I don't worry about making a lot of money because I have the business structured to where it's going to make money. So I don't worry about it. I don't stand around and calculate, well, can I sell that car for that? I know my low price on it, but I'm not going to divulge that at first. I'm not going to say, well, we're asking $99.50, and I'll automatically. And anyway, he come back and he said, "Well, would you take $8,000 for the car?" There's no need for me to make that decision whether I would take $8,000 for the car or not. And he said, "Man, what's up with you?" And I said, "What, $99.50? Now, let me figure. We're a wholesale dealer primarily. So we price every car out here at average trade-in. That's our rule of thumb. We buy cars back of average trade-in at the auctions. Our rule of thumb is to go look at the book, see what average trade-in is on the book, and price all of our cars at average trade-in. Now, if you go to the book, you're going to see that it has an average trade-in of $99.50 because that's the way we've got it priced. Now, have you got the Kelly Blue Book? Have you got the NADA? Have you got some kind of guidance on the offer that you just made me of $8,000? Well, no, I don't know. So in essence, you don't really know what the car is worth. You're interested in the car, but you have no idea what the car is actually worth on the market. Now, the market value says plainly $99.50. Am I flexible? I probably am going to give a little bit. But if I price a car already at average trade-in, and you're I know you're shooting from the hip, okay? I'm not shooting from the hip here. I know exactly what average trade-in is on my car. That don't mean that that's how much I'll be able to sell it for. That don't mean automatically, but I can carry it over here to the auction because you do understand I'm an auto dealer, okay? So I have it priced at $99.50 because I got a good feeling I can go over here at the auction and run it through the auction and get pretty darn close to $99.50 according to the market reports and everything like that. And guess what? They do have their partner with them. Whoever is at that auction is going to have cash in hand, no bullshit, no conversation or anything. I can sell that car pretty darn close to $99.50. And that's where we're at. And until you have the cash in hand, your partner, Ben Franklin, I'm not going to disclose, I'm not going to show all my cards. You've sat down to a poker table with a poker professional here, okay? I brought my money, I brought my chips, my cards are in the hole until you call me. And it takes the chips on the table to call me. If you're sitting there across from a poker table and then somebody looks at you and says, I want to see your hand, you didn't pay to see my hand. You asked to see my hand, and that don't cut it. So when you're in the auto business, one word you will grow to kind of despise is interested. I mean, how many calls, how many people contact me daily for the car or the wholesale program. And again, I don't want to offend anybody. I just want you to, this is a thought. That's why I don't do live videos. I don't need feedback, even though it may be negative. But, and when people go to my channel, for instance, and I hope you can find the humor, but you send me, well, I'm interested in your program. It's kind of a statement there. The first thing that comes to my mind, well, I didn't think you wanted to order a pizza. I don't sell pizzas, so the people that contact me, it's an automatic given that they're interested. Now, they may want to make more time, but I'm a man of most of the time, few words. And that's the way I'm just an old man that walk your talk. Don't jump in. If you're planning on doing something 2 months from now, I don't care whether it's buying a car. I treat my car customers the same way I do that the people that are interested in wholesale book. Are you here to take action today? Are you here to take up my time? And again, these are just thoughts, random thoughts in my head. They're not meant for any of you to get offended, but that's the way I look at it. I've got so many things that I want to do. I want to get on videos and talk to you people about such things as this, just airing the fact out of the keywords to use. When you go to buy a car, first thing you do to have my attention, okay, you pull out Ben Franklin's, I am a serious buyer. I'm interested in buying that car if I get the price right. Now, when I hear that and I see that, those words and that combination, all at once, my hearing gets 100% clearer. I'm beginning to, okay, he's got money, and he used the word buyer instead of interested. Okay, now that's what works for me. I think that anybody, I'm always interested in anything really. I mean, you know, that's such a passive word. Well, I'm interested. But anyway, that's just my little sale. And of course, he said, well, I'll go get money and I'll come back and maybe you'll be more reasonable with me. And I assured him and assured you, I will be. Because that's what it takes to get. It took me money. It took action for me. You hear the word action for me a lot. That's what it took for me to get in this business. And I promise you, I do want to promise you, there's not one of you out there that's in any worse situation than I was when I got started. Okay? And in the next video, I'm going to go over with the formula that I used when I got started, how I was going to protect myself, how I have grown, and the formula that I still use that works every day in this dealership without fail. Please like and share this video. Thank you very much for watching.